Aries, this is your December monthly reading, and I almost forgot about you, and then I got the yes, that's right. That's the energy that you were feeling like. Has everyone forgotten about you coming into Christmas and New Year season? And then I've got that song. Actually, it's I've been thinking about you, which is funny because I can't work out whether that's you or them, but is that London Beat? It's that old song. Probably young people wouldn't even remember it, but London Beat. I've been thinking about you. It's that one. We must have been stone crazy when we thought we were just friends. As I Miss You Baby, that one. That song, listen to the lyrics in it. It's going to be something to do with that. Could be a Sagittarius involved. I've got the Temperance card. I've got the Ace of Pentacles. Great money card for you there, Aries, which doesn't surprise me because, you know, that's where you always do quite well with that energy. We've got the Judgment card. Yeah, I'm really getting information about Chariot. Gosh, it's all here. You've got quite big cards on the table here, Aries. So the person could be at a distance as well, that's what I'm hearing. And it's somebody who you're interested in. For the singles, I feel as though there was somebody who you passed up who maybe it could be somebody from your past, a Hermit, another major arcana coming out. There could be somebody, could be a Virgo. I'm feeling Taurus energy too coming out, and I'm feeling Libra, and then another major arcana. Okay, so you got the Empress. There could be somebody who was a serious partner that you had. You may have ended things and you're thinking about them at this time, and you're feeling as though they're not thinking about you, and you're sort of wondering whether you'd made the right decision, Aries, with what had happened. And maybe you've struck up a bit of a friendship or something with this person, or perhaps it always stayed in the friend zone. Oh yes, you've got this Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So I think it's this time of year, coming into Christmas, there's lots of people with all of their relationships that are, you know, around in this holiday season. And, you know, you're thinking about this past heartbreak that's coming up here. You've got, Five of Wands. You know, maybe there was a departure, somebody leaving that, you know, it wasn't working out for some reason. And that's why I'm just hearing that, you know, they're not thinking about you. You're kind of thinking they've moved on. I don't know whether that's actually the case there, Aries, but perhaps you both sort of left things a bit abruptly. Maybe you got a bit hot-headed is what I'm feeling, and you might have said some things and sort of felt as though it was the right decision to walk away. But maybe at this time of year you're thinking back to what you had, and because, you know, this time of year is when a lot of family time happens and you're just feeling like you're a bit on your own. I think you're making good money and you're starting to get ahead in that way, and you feel like you've got quite a lot to offer, but it just feels as though, you know, the Judgment is here, and I'm getting more of that, the judgment of yourself. I feel like you're sort of judging what you've done in the past, and whether walking away and getting in your chariot and heading off, maybe this could be a Cancer star sign that's in the mix as well. But I'm just wondering whether you're thinking, oh, was heading off the right thing, you know, now that you're reflecting, because the Empress being here, no, that's that. I feel as though this one's regarding a relationship that was like a marriage, or felt as though they were the person that was in your life, and, you know, you're just feeling like it's not quite there for you, like they're not thinking of you. But I'm getting the Nine of Cups over this Temperance. So that's the wish card. So you're putting it out there. You want your wishes to come through for you at this time. You know, this is the season for it, to put it out there. You want to have this Temperance, this balance. You want to have your work and your love life going in the right direction there, Aries. And I think, you know, you can manifest it for sure. Good, you've got the Fool card here coming up. new horizons, stepping out with the Ace of Pentacles, having what you need to be able to do that as well, taking a leap of faith. Do you need to be a bit open and honest about your feelings towards this person? I don't think you can make the decision. The Two of Swords keeps jumping out for people. So this is that feeling blindfolded, like you don't know which way to go with this. And I feel like, is it someone new or is it someone from your past who you're wanting to focus on? Do you put your energy back there or do you head off and move on? Is that the right path? And I think you're still undecided. Yeah, here you go. You're up in your head about it and you're trying to work out, you're spending a lot of time up in your head. Capricorn could be involved. Capricorn season, of course, coming up. The Devil, overindulgence, having an addiction to, maybe it's the going back over the words in your mind, things that you've said, and not having the clarity that you need to move forward here. So that could all be in play at the moment here, Aries. And it could be what's sort of holding you back. Maybe you are doing a lot of traveling around as well for your work. And I got that just as Three of Pentacles, the Apprentice card, and the Page of Cups. So yeah, I think you're doing a lot of work. You're working on building something here. You've got your work or your craft that is going in the right direction, and it feels as though you've been putting in the steps. But I think emotionally you have left that out of the picture at the moment, Aries, and you're sort of spending your time again thinking about this, and it's kind of like pigs might fly, like you just feel as though love is escaping you at the moment, the one that you want. Perhaps it's just you're thinking of the person. This is again kind of looking at these hot air balloons up in the sunset or the sunrise and wondering what happened or what they're thinking. And I feel as though Aries are quite proud and probably won't want to be saying how you're feeling and to this Empress or to this partner. And look, you've got the Magician here. So you can have anything that you want. You've got everything that you need. Be careful not to manipulate the circumstances and to be open and honest about your feelings. And maybe if you can draw in this energy. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Death and Rebirth, the Scorpio card. So it could be related to a Scorpio. Could be a Scorpio that's in the mix here. But this means, is it that you need to shift your energy? Do you need to cut ties and move on to something that's new? Maybe the Empress is awaiting you. Death and Rebirth is cutting out old energy to focus on the new. Or maybe it's a way of thinking that you need to eliminate to bring in the fresh energy. Let's check the romance angel cards for you to see whether there's a specific message regarding Aries and relationships. Here we go. So religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. This often comes up when you have somebody from a different background. Perhaps you're from a different culture, so you have a different understanding. Could be different religions that are affecting, maybe you're quite spiritual, the person's not. And that could be what has hindered the relationship. So your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. It doesn't mean that you have to change the way that you are. It means that's been something that's been in the background affecting this. Maybe they just aren't the right one for you, and they might have been more of a person that came into your life to teach you something. Receive. This is a lovely message that you've got as well. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. I think this one's really important for you, Aries, because that feeling that I got at the start about even me forgetting about you, so sorry, Aries, but that is the feeling that I had, like, I'm always thinking of others and, who's thinking of me this Christmas. Maybe you do need to pause and kind of send that out to I would like to hear from people who love me, and I'd like to pay attention to that because, you know, Aries, I think if you were to put it out there that you're feeling a bit low, a bit gloomy, you would see how many people are thinking about you. You know, people often think about you, I'm sure. So that's what I'm getting for you, Aries, that you need to get into this. Scorpio, here we go. We've got underneath that, we've got this coming up here, the three of swords again, just sort of clarifying that this energy is to do with that. But look, once you change the energy, look what comes in here. Lovely 10 of cups. So you have to come out of this sadness. You know, you have to change the energy yourself. I think you have to stop concerning yourself with who is not thinking about you, and, you know, actually get into, listen to those lyrics. And if there's something that you need to say to somebody, if you need to reveal your feelings, even if it is just to cut off the old energy, even if it is just to say, look, I've always felt like this about you. And if they come back and say, well, it's not mutual, then great. You can actually say, okay, close that chapter. I think there's something that you're spinning around in a bit of an unknown, and you're just unable to get in this full, fresh start energy to bring in your temperance and your 9 of cups that you so want. So, you know, bring your wishes towards you. People do love you around Aries, and they are thinking of you. Even I remembered you shortly after I forgot about you. And it's going to be a beautiful Christmas and New Year. You know, if you're not near your family, there are friends thinking of you, and see, you know, you're going to be invited to things. It's going to be plenty of celebrations to be had. You know, bring your whole self out and, you know, speak up. Make sure that you're talking about your emotions. I know that's not normally what you do, being fire signs, but it'll stand you in good stead so that you can understand what's going on. And, you know, you might be very pleasantly surprised. I think there's a lovely Empress that's here. You know, the Magician can certainly bring that in. So have a lovely December. Thanks for supporting my channel. Enjoy your Christmas and New Year. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is Esoteric Tales and Tarot. Thanks for listening.